Welcome to Brunswick Now. I'm Jim McCallum, your host, and this month we'll speak with Renee Tarquinio and Jennifer Sherman of the Brunswick Senior Resources, Ashley Smith Stewart with the Ballet Opera Alliance, and Christy Ivy with the town of Shalott. Stay with us for the next half hour as we bring you Brunswick Now.
Welcome to Brunswick Now, ATMC TV, Channel 3, bringing you the best of Brunswick.
Let's first welcome Renee Tarquinio and Jennifer Sherman. Renee, let's start with you. Can you tell us a little bit about Brunswick Senior Resources and the wide variety of programs that you offer?
Sure, Jim, I'd be happy to. Brunswick Senior Resources is a not-for-profit agency in Brunswick County. We provide services to people 60 and older. We're probably best known for our senior centers and nutrition sites and our Meals on Wheels programs, but we also provide services such as family caregiver support. We can provide service in the home to a caregiver who's taking care of a loved one. Also, we have prescription assistance program where people who don't have insurance can come to us for that assistance. We have medical transportation, and we also are the SHIP coordinating site.
Very impressive. Jennifer, I've heard of a program called SHIP, S-H-I-I-P.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us a little bit about that program?
SHIP stands for the Senior Health Insurance Information Program, and it is a consumer division of the North Carolina Department of Insurance, and we offer assistance with Medicare, Medicare Part D, Medicare supplement plans, Medicare Advantage plans, and we also help with Medicare fraud and possible abuse with Medicare through a program called North Carolina Senior Medicare Patrol Program.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
Renee, we all have heard about Medicare and the programs that they provide. What kind of assistance does your office provide with regard to Medicare?
We can provide assistance in actually understanding Medicare. It's a very complex program. We have started just recently providing intro to Medicare courses for people just turning 65, teaching them, all the different options that might be available to them. We take we're like their advocate. We take an objective approach to let them know what's available. We also provide one-on-one assistance, either with choosing a drug plan, choosing a supplement plan to their Medicare, choosing Medicare Advantage, just basically letting them know what their options are.
Thank you. Jennifer, we know that there are changes every year.
Yes.
And that 2012 will bring us additional changes. Can you tell us about those changes in the Affordable Health Care Act?
Yes.
Thank you.
This year, Medicare open enrollment starts October the 15th through December 7th. Last year, it ended December the 31st, so we're really promoting that and getting the word out. That is ending earlier this year. Also, this year, we have 30 Medicare Part D plans offering coverage for prescription insurance, and the premiums range anywhere from $15.10 to $113 a premium a month. And then this year they're going to offer 50% off of brand medications during the donut hole or coverage gap, and 14% off of generics during the gap.
Thank you. And we'll get back to the donut hole here in a few minutes. I do have a question of that type. Renee, can you tell us about, we've all heard these terms, and hearing from you would help us a great deal. What is the Medicare Advantage plan?
Medicare Advantage plans are also called medical health plans with Medicare, and what that is, that provides an option to basic Medicare. It provides both medical and prescription coverage. Usually it will have maybe a lower premium, and that's why some people will choose that, but it also has co-payments that are involved, and you have to consider things like going in-network or out-of-network to your doctor or to the hospital. So it's, we do have two companies that provide Medicare Advantage plans in Brunswick County. So if somebody's interested in that, we're more than happy to tell them what those options are.
It's complex, and we're so glad that you're here to provide those services. Jennifer, I'll jump back to you on the issue that we were about to discuss, and that is what we call the donut hole, or the coverage gap. Tell us what that is.
Whenever the total cost of the prescriptions that the Medicare beneficiary pays and the insurance company, when it reaches $2,930, they go in a coverage gap where they're left paying 100% of their medications, and when they pay out of pocket $4,700 is when they come out of that gap, when the insurance company will pay 95% of the cost and the consumer will pay 5% of the cost.
Thank you. Now, you initially answered this question in a more broad fashion, but are there other services that your office provides?
Yeah, in addition to the ones that I listed, we also have a program where we can provide ramps for people who are in need.
Let's now welcome Ashley Smith-Stewart with the Ballet Opera Alliance. Ashley, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Jim.
Would you tell us a little bit about the Ballet Opera Alliance, what your mission is, what your goals are?
We're a nonprofit organization founded here in Brunswick County. Our mission is to bring an understanding to these two disciplines, ballet and opera, and we want to do that in a framework where we do a series of concerts and events and performances in like the school system or in the Brunswick County area.
Excellent, excellent. How long have you been around?
We were founded in October 2009.
Okay, and surely there are some previous performances that you'd like to tell us about.
Oh yes, our first performances were last year around Christmas time. We did La Patinière, which is a ballet called the Ice Skater that originated in France, and then also we did a little ballet operetta called A Mall and the Night Visitors, which this county is very familiar with because we had several years of that with a different production company. And what that did is that brought a series of opera singers and ballet dancers from the area together.
Your presentation this fall is Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker. Can you tell us a little bit about the presentation?
Well, we chose to do this production because Tchaikovsky actually did not appreciate his work at all and was not thrilled about this because it was not child friendly. He did not want to accept any commission for his work on this production until it became more child friendly because the original story of the Nutcracker was so dark. And it's funny, he thought it wasn't near as good as his work on Sleeping Beauty, and it turns out the Nutcracker is one of his more popular works.
Wow.
So.
And I know that it's seen throughout the world and so often presented at Christmas programs here and elsewhere. Can you tell us a little bit about the performers, the age range of your performers?
Yes, definitely. We have a wide range of performers from ages 6 all the way up to 70 years old, and they're not all dancers. Some of them are just, you know, their parents or grandparents of even some of our dancers, and they're mainly in like the party scene doing, you know, our adult work in the party scene.
And what about the experience levels of the performers?
Oh, we have ranges from 1 year to 20 years in the dance world in our production, so from all over the county.
I know one of the many highlights of your production is to invite several professionals from New York to be a part of the cast. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, we have 3 professionals coming from New York from the Transcendence Dance Group, and that'll be our Sugar Plum, our Cavalier, and then we have our Mother Ginger coming from New York. So everybody knows Mother Ginger is the big woman with the skirt and all the little kids coming out. We have coming to do our production with us.
Another question that just occurred to me is that the costumes are really quite elaborate. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh yes, we have beautiful elaborate costumes. Some of them we are ordering, but several are actually being handmade by several people here in the area. We've got tons of volunteers helping us with doing sewing and costume design. So we're really excited about
Your organization is strong on leadership, and I know that you'd like to mention the names of several of your leaders who are so instrumental in promoting dance here in this area.
Yes, our driving force behind this, we have 3. We have Pat Pittenger, who has been a staple in this area for many years, her daughter Erin Hughes, and Shiloh Ransom, who is the owner of Inspirations Dance Center. And Shiloh actually contacted Erin Hughes and Pat Pittenger in 2009 about putting together this organization because she just felt we needed to have just a way to get these disciplines out there and get a better understanding and drive the arts a little more in this area. So being we have 4 dance studios and just in this little town, why not let them show off what they learn?
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's now welcome our final guest, Christy Ivey with the town of Shallotte. Christy is here to talk about the big Christmas parade here in Shallotte. Christy, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Jim.
Christy, tell us a little bit about your position with the town of Shallotte.
Okay, I actually do accounts payable and receivable, and this year I am the parade coordinator.
You've been in charge of the parade from beginning to end, is that correct?
This year I am,
It's
yes,
a
sir.
big job. Tell us a little more about it.
It takes a lot of planning. You have to, do all the applications and do the lineups and get everything together. So it's a lot of organization.
How long has the parade been going on, if you know?
I actually did a little bit of research on that, and what we found is there is a picture that Bobby from Bobby's Auto Parts has that's dated 1952,
Wow.
and it said Parade of the Bands.
Fantastic.
So it's been 59 years.
That's almost 60 years. That's terrific.
Yes, sir.
Wow. For those who want to attend, tell us the date of the event, and I'll ask that again at the end of the show so that our viewers will know.
Our parade is the first Saturday of December, which is December 3rd. It starts at 10 o'clock.
Okay. We know it's on Main Street, is that correct?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Tell us where the parade begins, where the organizers began, and where it ends.
Okay, we actually have a central staging area at Lowe's Home Improvement. We ask all the entries to be there to get ready before the parade. Then we actually line them up down 130 and in the parking lot of Lowe's Home Improvement. When the parade starts, it actually starts at the corner of Highway 130 and Main Street, and it goes all the way to Smith Avenue.
Good. I know from having personally attended the parade on several occasions that there are road closings necessitated for the parade. Tell
Yes,
us more
sir.
about that, if you would.
We actually have to close the roads to get everybody together and in line and out of the way. We start at 8:30. Where Hills and Lowe's Home Improvement is located, we close those up at 8:30. We leave the other end of Main Street open for a period of time to allow participants and viewers to get to the other end of town so they can get in place. And then we proceed to close those roads up about 9 or 9:30.
Again, I know personally that the crowds are sometimes 4, 5, or 6, or 8 deep.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any guesstimate as to how many thousands attend?
I don't know that we've actually had a count, but I've been in the parade, and there, I would say 2,000 or 3,000 people, it seems like.
In your opinion, what's the best place in which to view the parade, if there is a best place?
I think anywhere along the parade route is a good place to watch.
Yeah.
It goes all the way down Main Street, so wherever anybody would put themselves, I think it would be a great spot because they're going to see the whole parade.
One thing that we should touch upon is to talk about the impact of the parade on the businesses in Charlotte. Could you speak to that very briefly?
They do have to close for a few hours while the parade's going on, but it normally lasts about an hour and a half. So for that hour and a half, they bear with us and they're patient, and we have the parade. They come out and watch, and then things go back to normal after that point.
And in the long run, one might hope that the businesses have more business rather than less as a result of the folks being there.
Yes, sir. Hopefully they stay in town and do some shopping and eat at the restaurants that we have in town.
Absolutely. We know, or at least we think, that Santa Claus will be there with us. Is that correct?
Yes, he will be. Of course, that's what all the children come to the Christmas parade to look forward to, because they get to see Santa Claus.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I know that ATMC has taped the parade in recent years. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that is correct. They did it last year.
And will they be taping this year?
Yes, they will, and it will air the whole month of December on their channel.
Good. Okay. Who can enter the parade, and what are the different types of entries that you have in your parade?
Okay. Anybody's welcome. We ask that anybody come. Our commercial entries are $100, and our nonprofit individuals, schools, churches, we charge $5 for an entry.
Okay. I've been told that this is the first year that you'll have entries that will be judged. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And if so, can you tell us more about that?
Yes, sir. We're actually going to judge the floats and the participants this year and just try to mix things up a little bit. We've got a couple of judges that are going to watch as the participants go along, and we're going to give awards in 5 different categories. We're going to do Best Commercial, Best Nonprofit, we're going to do Most Energetic, we're going to do Best of Parade,